Chapter 16, A New Dawn. Oh, and check it out. We've arrived at the we arrived at where I first woke up in this world. We're at the beach. What? Jono, where? It looks like we're back home. Isn't this where I met you, Jono? It's like that beach. So that means... Could it be? No, it is. We're in the past. We made it back to our world. Oh, the passage of time worked. That's a relief. And even Grovyle's here, so... So, apparently back when me and Grovyle travelled back originally, we got separated, so good to see it didn't happen this time, but I wonder what actually happened then. I'm hoping that we'll learn a bit more, especially considering that whole reveal that I was Grovyle's partner, and we were working to stop the planet's paralysis. If only I didn't have my amnesia. We made it through, back to this world. This is where I met Jono. Let's see. I think it was right here. This was where I found Jono out cold. So that's what happened. That trip through time sent me into the Eastern Forest. And Jono and I both reached your world far away from each other. Oh, that's right. There's a lot I don't understand, like the whole concept of time travel. Will you please explain it to us? But this isn't really the place to talk, so... Let's go to Wigglytuff's guild and talk there. Before we went to the future, we trained there and roomed there. It would be the perfect place. Well, it'd be nice to say hello to them, but... I don't know. I'm starting to wonder whether... Well, I'll be wondering what they'll think of Grovyle, like, being with us as well. Because everyone in this world still thinks Grovyle is the bad guy, but after what happened, I think it's safe to say it's the other way around now. Dusknoir is definitely the bad one, and has been deceiving us this whole time. But whether we'll be able to convince everyone in this world, I don't know. Will I be well received if I go to the guild? Yeah, that's just exactly what I was wondering. After all, I'm a wanted outlaw in this world. If I went to your guild, won't everyone be shocked? Don't you think they'd try to capture me? Come to think of it, you're right. What to do? Oh, I know. There's a good place. But it'll involve going through Treasure Town. It shouldn't be a problem if we lie low and sneak through. Yeah, I should be able to blend in nicely through the trees in that Grovyle, so as long as you don't get caught. Well, Riolu, lead the way. There's a message from the Exploration Team Federation. Special episode, Here Comes Team Charm, has been unlocked. Okay, so we got another special episode. And I have to say, up until now, I've been playing these special episodes pretty much as soon as they've been unlocked. But, I don't know, we're kind of in a very interesting part of the main story now. And I think for now, I'm going to continue with the main story. I don't know when I'll get to this special episode. And it's also bearing in mind that I have seen some comments saying that it might be better for me to wait until later on in the story before I start this special episode. Which does make me wonder why it got unlocked now, but I think for now I'm going to just continue with the main story. I may start the special episode at a later point in the story. I don't know where about, but for now I'm just going to carry on with the main story. Yeah, save your progress, return to the top menu. So, Riolu obviously knows a place of where we could go. I wonder where he's going to take us. Oh, it's Sharpedo Bluff, isn't it? Yeah. This cliff is known as Sharpedo Bluff. In other words, the place that we typically always see a Doug Trio just hanging around here instead of him doing his job. I think the name comes from the fact that the cliff itself is shaped like a Pokemon named Sharpedo. As far as I can tell, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Oh, hello! You kept this quiet, Riolu. It's down here. I lived here before I joined the guild. Oh! So that's where you used to live. Oh, okay, now it's starting to make a bit more sense. Ah, so you've been living in this cliff all along? I tell you what, kind of a cool place actually looking at it. Got a great view of the sea. And it seems like well hidden out of the way, so yeah, this is quite a cool place you have here, Riolu. This is a hollow chamber in the face of a cliff. Phew, I'm glad no one's wrecked this place. That's proof of how little notice this place attracts. It may be better if we stay here for the time being. Agreed. Well, Riolu, you kept this place quiet from me up until now. Nice little place you have here. But Jono, I never expected you to be that very same Jono. Yeah, let's actually learn more about that, because I definitely want to find out more about this. And just see what the hell is going on. Yes, Jono and I, we were jointly investigating the planet's paralysis. A Pokemon and a human paired together? Yeah, and Jono had, or has, a special ability like no other. We relied on that special ability to investigate the planet's paralysis. It played a vital part. Ah, I'm guessing you mean my dimensional screen? Ah, okay. So even as a human I had the dimensional screen. Man, I really am special, aren't I? Nice. The dimensional screen requires the presence of a trusted Pokemon partner. Without that partner, the ability cannot be triggered. Now that is interesting. A trusted partner? That's why we work together. The dimensional screen is set off by triggers tied to places where the time gears are hidden. We needed to find out where the time gears were in the past. We needed the dimensional screen to accomplish that. Wait a second, you said there has to be a trusted partner nearby for the dimensional screen to work. But the dimensional screen was being triggered not long after we met. That's true. It first triggered round about that moment where we first encountered the Maro and Azuro brothers alongside that Drowsy. Didn't it? I think that was the first time that happened. Your point? Doesn't that show you how much you two trusted each other from the start? When you put it like that, it's a little embarrassing. In addition, Jono developed amnesia. Upon meeting you, Riolu, your partner had someone to turn to. Perhaps Jono grew to trust you very quickly because of that. There's another thing I don't understand. Is the dimensional screen triggered in response to only time gears? Right, the opposite is also true. The dimensional screen is not triggered in places that aren't connected to time gears. That's odd, because when that first happened, there was no talk about any sort of time gear at all. Listen, Jono, do you remember that time it went off near Drowsy? Yeah, and during our first exploration? And there were other times too. We went to places that seemed to have nothing to do with time gears. But even in places like that, the dimensional screen was triggered sometimes, wasn't it? Are you sure? But that never happens in the future. The dimensional screen was never triggered by places that had no tie to time gears whatsoever. Oh, interesting. Well, if that's true, I don't know why it would work differently here. Perhaps things are just different in this world. Possibly. I mean, thinking about it, it may be something to do with maybe the fact that time is actually flowing in this world. But then again, if it sort of worked in the future... Oh, I don't know. I'm losing track here, although it could be like that. Maybe the dimensional screen doesn't really work properly in the future where time stood still, which is sort of what I was maybe saying. Like, when we tried to do the dimensional scream at one point in the future. I'm not sure. So in the future, the dimensional scream doesn't work in places that have no connection to time gears? Oh, that explains it. Yeah, this moment, that's right. We were trying to touch this frozen bit of water, but it didn't work. And I think I said something like it wasn't working because maybe time... The fact that time itself was frozen, so maybe it wouldn't work. So, I don't know, maybe I'm half right about it? I don't know. So yeah, touched a spray of water. But no, not a thing. Maybe I couldn't envision anything that time we were in the future, because we were in a place that wasn't tied to any time gears. Maybe that's why my dimensional scream failed to work. Maybe Grovyle is right about the future and the past being different. Or different enough to make my dimensional scream ability work differently. Anyway, like I was saying, we were investigating the planet's paralysis. We used the dimensional scream ability to identify the locations of the time gears in your world while we were in the future. Ah, right. So that's how you were able to quickly travel around our world, like taking one time gear after another. Place the drought stone in Groudon's heart, that lifts the fog. And that's how it... Oh, wait a second. That must have been what I saw when we had our dimensional scream. Because, yeah, there was certain times where I had the dimensional scream, but we didn't actually see anything. We only heard something. Was what we heard, like, basically a conversation or something? Or, like, revealing something that we did, like, when researching, like, time gears in the future? Maybe that's what I got a vision of. Well, I say vision, you know, you know what I mean. Ah, so that will explain why some of the dimensional scream, like, so-called visions, which aren't really visions, were not really visions at all. They were more like audio, like, flashbacks or something. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, this is from the intro. So this intro was myself and Grovyle. Okay, things are now starting to become a lot more clearer. We encountered turbulence while we were travelling through time. Thus, Jono and I became separated. For some reason, Jono got amnesia and was turned into a Pokémon. I can only guess that it had something to do with our accident while travelling in time. I wonder what sort of accident it was. I came from the future. And not just that, I came with the mission of preventing the planet's paralysis. I don't know. It seems so outlandish. It doesn't feel real somehow. So, Jono, you may not remember any of this, but you were my closest friend. I worried about you when we were separated. I'm glad to see you're safe. Your appearance may have changed, and though you've lost your memory, you're still you. And none of this alters the fact that you remain my friend. I'm glad to see you again. Well, this is quite the bombshell, but we're now starting to figure more of this stuff out. More and more. We're definitely learning a lot more now. Like I told you before, I'm going to collect the time gears again. What are you going to do? I'm a little worried about how time stops in the region where its time gear is removed. But you sure that will only be temporary? That's right, as soon as the time gears are set in place at Temporal Tower, time will be restored to its normal state everywhere. Well then, we'll go too. We'll go with you, Grovyle. Okay, so now we know that it's absolutely necessary to take the time gears after all. Looks like Riolu is now happy to help Grovyle do that. But the question is, will anyone else in this world understand? I guess the best thing to do is probably just to stay out of sight of everyone for a while. Oh, where's Riolu gone? Riolu isn't here. Maybe outside. Possibly. Ah, yeah, there he is. Sitting on there, well, standing on there, Dugtrio's spot there. What's the matter? Can't sleep? Just thinking. No, that's not it. Not about Dusknoir. Sure, finding out we were being deceived came as a real shock. But hearing your story earlier, it really drove it home. What Dusknoir said in the future was really true. And it made me realise that Jono really did come from the future. I was mulling over things like that. Ah, sunrise. Maybe it's because we were in the future for so long, but I didn't think that a sunrise could ever feel so renewing. The sun rises, then it sets. We take that for granted, and that's only natural. But things we take for granted, they're really the most essential things, and they're precious. All I'd ever known is the future's world of darkness. Upon coming to this world, and seeing the sun for the first time, it was staggering. Seeing it strengthened my resolve to turn history away from a future of darkness. There's one thing that I want to ask of you, Riolu. It's about that time in the future, when we were confronted by Dialga. Frankly, we were in a no-win situation. There was no hope. Yeah, we were pretty screwed, to say the least. Yeah, things were not looking good then, but when all seemed lost, you refused to give up. Even I had given up. What compelled you? How did you manage to stay so strong? Well, I wonder too. I really don't know. But maybe it was because Jono stood by me. Oh wow, that's an item I haven't seen in a long time. Riolu's own personal treasure. We saw that right at the beginning. Oh, wow. I almost completely forgot about that. There's an odd pattern inscribed on it. I've never seen anything like it. This is my relic fragment. It's my personal treasure. I have this dream of one day solving the mystery behind this fragment. But I was such a coward. I couldn't work up the courage to go to the guild and apply as an apprentice. It was then that I met Jono. Jono. Ah, yes. Going through some flashbacks by the look of it, of helping Riolu sort of face his fears in a way. Yes, Jono was always there to cheer me up. Oh yes, and the time against the quote-unquote Groudon. But we need to be brave. And I need to face up to this. There's no giving up now, Jono. It all gave me courage. With Jono, I felt like I could overcome any challenge. That's how I came to feel over time. Maybe that's why I was able to keep going without giving up. I think I understand what you're saying. Yes, Jono has a special quality that makes others feel that way. Really now? The same way that I care for Jono as a friend. You, Riolu, also feel the same way about Jono. Jono is lucky to be blessed with a friend like you. Well, it's morning. We should be leaving soon. Question is, where are we going to, where are we going to be going to then? Alright, it's agreed that we will collect all of the time gears. First, we have to decide which time gear we should target. Alright then, let's have a look at the map and remind ourselves where they are. The underground lake would be the closest, I guess. How about Shroud Forest? That was where I got my first time gear the last time. So, where is that? Oh yeah, that's quite a long way from where we are. There is no one like Yuxi guarding that time gear. Ah, okay. Yeah, if we were to fight someone over a time gear, that would attract attention. But that won't be a concern here, right? Exactly. Okay, so that's smart thinking, actually. Although then again, considering they've been stolen once before, wouldn't surprise me that there may be some extra security or something where these time gears are being held right now. This is it. This is the entrance to Shroud Forest. The atmosphere somehow feels different than last time. No, I must be imagining it. We'll go in when you're ready. Yeah, things have probably changed a little bit, so this may not be as easy as maybe it was originally for you, for the first time that you went to collect the time gears. Anyway, I'm just going to do some quick inventory management, and we'll go from there. Okay, I think I've done enough inventory management there. There should be a time gear at the deepest part of this forest. Well, I think I am ready, Grovyle. Let's go. Yes, I am ready. And into Shroud Forest. Okay, looks like we have ourselves a Kadabra. That reminds me, I think I need to turn on your moves again, Riolu. Yeah, you can use those moves. That's absolutely fine. Let's walk straight to a dead end. Okay, no, let's another dead end. Okay, we're going this way then. We'll get there eventually. Oh, well, route decides to disappear. Ooh, solar beam. Ooh, nice. Oh, nice, and Riolu's level 42. Good stuff. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, you were the routes that decided to teleport away from me. Okay, there's the stairs. This looks like just a bunch of looping paths, so let's keep on going. Okay, another TM. Brick break again. Nice. And a pure seed. There's the stairs. Don't want to go up there just yet. Let's at least have a little wander around, just in case. Sleeping Kadabra there. We'll leave you alone for now. There's another sleeping Pokemon. Another sleeping Kadabra. Let's just take care of these Pokemon. Oh, come on. Don't start missing a whole bunch of attacks now. There we go. There we go. Leave Grovyle alone. There we go. No, we can't squeeze through there, sadly. Although, hopefully by the time we get to the stairs, I should be mostly healed up. In fact, that is just very quickly. Just heal up a little bit while taking care of these Cherim. Perfect. Alright. Fully healed. Let's keep on going. Let's go up this way. Another dead end. Awesome. I became sleepless. That's fine. Ooh, a Houndoom. Okay, interesting. A variety of different Pokemon types are showing up right now. Man, what is wrong with my accuracy right now? Oh, come on. What is wrong with my accuracy? Come on. There we go. I don't know why my accuracy is sucking right now. There we go. Oof, nice. No chance of getting away from that brick break there. There's the stairs. Ooh, some Iron Thorns and an Oran Berry. Anything in here? Nope, looks like there's no other rooms. Maybe one tiny room just above, but I'm not going to bother seeing if it is or not. Let's just keep on going. We'll leave you to sleep again, Kadabra. Let's go around here. Ooh, money and a Petra Scarf. Just a bunch of sleeping Kadabra around. Stairs already, not going to go down there or up there just yet, although, yeah, this looks like it's just one of those floors that just has, oh, hi, has a load of tiny rooms. And to be brutally honest, I can't really be bothered, especially considering this room is kind of, oh dear. Here we go again. Getting very dizzy. Don't worry, Yolu. I'll go down or up the stairs. I wasn't paying attention which direction the stairs were going, and get rid of your confusion. Nice, nicely done, Grovyle. Up the stairs. Okay. Again, another floor with just a load of small rooms. We'll take the Iron Thorns, though. But I'm not really seeing anything unique. Ooh, hang on. A pink gummy, though. Alright. Now we're starting to see some gummies again. Right. Okay, maybe I'll do a little bit more exploring. But then again, I don't want to go too crazy. But I think on the whole, I think we've seen most of this floor. So, got ourselves a gummy. Ooh, magical leaf. And of course I miss. There we go.